Let's now go to Germany. At least 46 people have died due to severe flooding in Western Europe caused by what experts described as the heaviest rainfall in the country. Now, up to 70 people are missing in Germany after flash floods swept across western and south part of the country, causing buildings to collapse, police said on Thursday. Now, Germany is worst hit with 40 people killed, while 6 people died in Belgium. Luxembourg and the Netherlands are also affected. Now, according to Andreas Friedrich, a German weather service DWD spokesman, some areas we had not seen this much rainfall in 100 years, he stated. Now, he added that in some areas there had been more than double the amount of rainfall, which has caused flooding, and unfortunately, some building structures to collapse. Now, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who is on her swan song visit to Washington, D.C., she actually went there yesterday, said the deadly floods that have hit some part of her country are a catastrophe. I have now been joined on Zoom by a citizen of Germany living in Cologne, the biggest city of Elfeld region, where they have been mostly affected by the floods. Tanya Sotoba, who joins us on Zoom this morning. Hello, good morning, Tanya.
Hello, good morning.
And great to have you here this morning.
Thank you for asking me for my experiences with this. Thank you.
Great. You have been affected. Before you go on talking, tell me about your experience with a flood.
The experience with this special flood is for the region that is affected, the lower mountains of the Eifel, is very special because you said in the beginning that I live in Cologne. So in Cologne, the 1 million very big town, in the not far away from that, we are used to it in the way that the River Rhine regularly rises, and regularly there are floods, and the big cities are prepared with mobile walls that they rise even before the flood comes, and they have already done so now for Cologne. The situation in the Eifel and with all the towns that you see have been flooded and really with big damages is different. They know little floods, yes. But this time, this steady rain, this strong rain that didn't stop for more than 24 hours, and so this caused this extreme flooding for several reasons. All these towns that are affected, and villages, towns and villages, both of them, they have little rivers, and these little rivers, they are normally they are perhaps with 1 meter depth or 2 meters large, and so on. And these little rivers, because of the steady heavy rain before, and because all these little rivers, they somewhere they flow together to another one, which is a little bit larger maybe. So this is already one reason. And of course there's a second reason, that these rivers, they are especially in the villages and the towns affected, they have been straightened. I don't know the real word in English, but they are not natural rivers anymore in these special places. So on the left and on the right, there are there's no possibility for the water to
properly flow.
to despair, yeah, to go to the right and to the left. And when this is the case, the water becomes quicker and quicker and quicker, and it rises very quickly. And this was the case then. And in our special region, not in Cologne, no? I said that the affected places that have been shown in the news, and you showed them as well, they are about between 40 and 100 kilometers away from Cologne. There is another thing that in this region there are a lot of dams that are meant for drinking water, and these dams are completely full, and there are some of them that are either already overflooded. There is one called Ruhrtalsperre, and another one that was that is overflooded, but slowly. So it is not really under control, but it is not a broken dam either.
Tonya, I want to find out. You mentioned to me earlier before we came here on the news. You were telling me that climate is this forms part of your climate change and the happenings in Germany. Tell me more about that.
I'm not a meteorologist, but what we see is that in the last years we had in Germany we had last year and the year before we had higher temperatures and heat than ever before, and still not comparable with what we saw in Canada and the US, but it was this, and this year it's the rains, and I personally think that this is the first results.
Okay.
That we can not only read somewhere published by specialists who are talking about it for 20 years by now, that climate change, if we don't take measures to stop the global heating, then we'll have these results of uncontrollable weather situations. And my personal conviction is that this is this example is one very dangerous example, and it should stop. It should be, with this experience of damage to persons, to the landscape, to the economy as well, that this is the red, the red. Help me in English.
I talk about a thermometer.
Pardon?
I talk about a thermometer.
So it's really it is reality. It is not only in studies and people talking far away in their universities about climate change. It is reality. Yes, we all know it, but this is an example how it can be and it will be in the future.
All right, thank you so much for coming us here on the Newsman. I'm grateful for your time.